Welcome to week 3, everyone. Our theme for this week is examine space, time, and place.
Steve, isn't history the only discipline concerned with time? Why are we looking at time in this course?
Now, history is not the only field concerned with time. The way we organize spaces and the characteristics of spaces, they change over time. Therefore, those working with GIS and the geographic sciences are also concerned with time. When GIS analysts study spaces, they consider how those spaces came to be, how they've changed over time, and what that space will be like or should be like in the future. Each of these space considerations has to do with time.
And as you all will explore in this course, there are many ways you can model time with GIS tools, filtering your data for specific time periods, setting up arithmetic expressions through animations. You've probably seen maps with animations with a play button, and space-time cubes, just to name a few.
So tell me, what about space versus place?
Space, in geographic terms, is the extent of an area. We want to get you away from thinking about space just in terms of outer space, mapping the planets and moons, and etc. Space in geographic terms is the extent of an area. This could be in a relationship sense, such as a trade area, or in an absolute sense, such as a specific wetland in Cook County, Illinois, for example. Space is generally objective or divorced or separated from values. Place, on the other hand, we've been talking about space. Now let's talk about place. Place, on the other hand, is a larger concept. Place is bound up in the attributes and values that are associated with a location. Therefore, place is much more of a human-derived concept than is space.
Okay, then let's think about place in which you grew up. You all most likely still have a strong attachment to it. You may not have visited that location where you grew up in decades, but you can probably still describe a vacant lot, a park, a pond, a trail, a city block, or any other spot in great detail, and that is at a large scale. That place that you are connected with is far more than trees, landforms, buildings, and other natural or human-built landscapes. It has meaning because of the memories and experiences that you had there. In fact, we're going to ask you to sketch a mental map of your childhood neighborhood in this course to get you thinking about space, place, and time.
Wow, I can't wait to see their childhood neighborhood maps, Steve. And we will also discuss ways to represent locations on maps, including latitude and longitude and directions. Another aspect of representing our Earth on maps is map projections.
Sounds like a lot to learn. In the Explore or Hands-On Activities section, besides drawing these memory maps, we will add text attributes and photos to maps using ArcGIS Online. We will also investigate the Human Development Index, or HDI, for world countries and how it changes over time.
In those activities, you will be building your map making and GIS skills, adding pop-ups, examining the attribute table, searching and finding locations on interactive web maps, symbolizing and classifying data, and even making a bivariate map as your final activity this week.
But when we say final, and we want to here and elsewhere encourage you to go a bit deeper than the course lesson. Try something outside the box. Change the variable being mapped. Look at the resulting patterns and ask, why does that pattern exist? Or change the map scale or the area being studied, or change the symbology or the data classification method. Your learning of GIS tools and methods will be greatly enhanced by the investigations that you yourself undertake, because you are asking the questions and driving the inquiry.
That's so well said. And as always, we will have you think about what's the most important thing you learned this week. We look forward to reading your reactions.
And we'll see you in the course.